Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today, guys, we're talking about identity. Who do you identify as? How do you identify? What do you see yourself as, which we'll get into an important discussion in a few minutes, because that's an important topic, because we have to walk around on this planet doing what needs to be done. And at times our self-identity, our how we view ourselves, can be an impediment to our success, our abundance, and or it can be a great beneficial presence. Excuse me, my nose is itching, and help us to have more personal power. So we have a really interesting topic that I think many of us can relate to in a very fundamental way. So if you are new, this is your host and your boy, or I should say hit that subscribe button to get all these videos for free. I did say free. 1, 2, 3, 4, free. Holla at us. Holla at me. I should also say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered. God bless that man's family, especially his mother. That book interrogates the intersection of race and violence in America. It's a great novel. I'm on the tour now for that. I'm surely coming to a town near you. I'm sure that I'm coming to a town near you, so look for me all over social media and the mainstream media. I'll be at the Pasadena Lit Fest May the 18th and 19th that weekend. I'll be in Seattle, I think, the next month. Yeah, I'll let you know. Those dates are coming pretty soon, so I should let you know about what's happening. Come say hello to me. Let's hang out, all right? I am also the board president of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in Los Angeles, 501c3 nonprofit. Great place to hear live music, and if you're an author, we have a press, great poetry workshop, jam sessions. It's just a really special place. You can go to theworldstage.org to learn more about that organization. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I should also say that I have a new book coming out in April, a book of literary theory called Animating Black and Brown Liberation: A Theory of American Literatures, which examines the relationship between activism and literature. Really unique book. I'll be on the tour, now a joint tour pretty soon, starting in April. I'll be here in LA and then heading out to places near and far. So look for me again coming to a town near you. Yeah, I think I said that I am an undergrad at Berkeley, master's UCLA, PhD at Riverside, and I'm currently a professor of English Lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity, given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was violated, assaulted at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption in a very difficult situation to a great single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Kool Modi famously said, you like me now. And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, we know that many of us who are watching this show can be similarly productive as well. So thanks for being here. All right. Again, today we're talking, guys, about identity, and productivity, and what is that relationship about, and how can that relationship, its enhancement, enhance one's productivity. So thanks for being here again. Go to productivethroughjoy.com, learn about us. Learn about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. All right, let's dive into the topic. Yeah. All right, so today, guys, we're talking about identity and productivity. What does that mean? Well, it's how you walk on the planet, how you see yourself. So some people identify themselves by their humanness. Listen, I'm a human being. I'm not a rattlesnake or a humpback whale. Right? They see themselves in human uh, identifying terms. Other people see themselves in ethnic or racial terms. Right? So first racial, I'm African American, for example. Other folks see themselves as Chinese or Chinese American. Um, Other people view themselves by country of origin, which is very more common, or ethnicity, more common in Europe and Africa, right? I'm Nigerian. They may say I'm Spanish. They may say I'm Korean. They may say I'm Russian. And those things are not bad at all. We're arguing that it's fine to keep those identities, but we're asking you to think about the idea of incorporating a broader category to your identity. And I'll couch it in the terms of spirituality, right? And so think about this idea. What if you could begin to say about yourself and think about yourself that you are a part of the universal whole, that you are a son and daughter of the universe, son and daughter of God, right? Of the Spirit, son and daughter of the primordial, the first thing that was here. That you are one with the primordial, because as we know from 10th grade physics, energy cannot be created or destroyed, it just changes forms. And that's how people oftentimes talk about God or the spiritual realm, that God can't be created or destroyed, God just changes forms. And I'm about to sneeze right now. Excuse me. That was crazy. Excuse me. That's my first sneeze on the show. I have a radio show, and on the radio show we have a sneeze button. There's no radio show. There's no sneeze button on YouTube. So thanks for being here through my sneeze. So when you identify with I'll just call it your godliness, your heightened spirituality, you are identifying with the most powerful part of yourself, as we know also through modern science. We are composed of the basic structure of stars, all right? That carbon compound that we're made of is the same stuff that we see on the moon. We are literally made from stardust. I mean, we are literally made from the building components of things in the old school, we would say in outer space, right? But I'll just call it the universe, the Milky Way and beyond. You know, I live here in Venice. In the mornings I meditate, and the sun is coming up. So when the stars are out, you can see, you get a sense of like, wow, I am sitting, because I'm on the sand right by the water, I am sitting on a ball in the sky. You know, it isn't always clear that that's happening because we're in cities and we're rushing and we're living our lives. But you go to the beach early in the morning when the stars are still out and the moon is still out, but dawn is about to break, and the ocean is all huge and water is all you can see as far as the eye can see. It becomes clear that I'm sitting on a ball that's floating in the sky, and what that does is it's a testimony about the import of being in nature, at least some of the times, but also it makes you recognize that, wow, you are a part of something much bigger than just your little town, your city, your job. Point two is that once you identify with that particular universal thing, that primordial thing, that God thing, let me clear my throat, you can then access the power of it. I mean, yesterday I was out in the afternoon just watching, I was meditating in the afternoon, just watching the sun, and just you can't even make eye contact with the sun for too long. I was concerned I was doing it for actually too long. I could go blind out there because the sun is so powerful, although it's over 90 million miles away. That's crazy, right? When you identify with that type of energy, that type of power, you can access it. And when you access that type of power, there is literally, you can do anything. Boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Please go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations. I think that's it. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.